Hi, I'm Donna from Mind, Body, Love. What's it take to absolutely live a life where you've got an abundance of health, happiness and energy? Well, I could give you hundreds of tips, but really I think it comes down to nourishing your mind, your body and your soul. And I want to share 6 of my favourite tips with you today. It all starts with love. Ultimately, the amount of love that you can give to others in the world, to your partner, children, or your other relationships, it ultimately comes down to how much love you have for yourself. So how can you love yourself more? First of all, stop beating yourself up. If you reject a part of you, if you continually look at the faults and the flaws, you're ultimately going to set yourself up for a lot of struggle, hardship, and failure in your life. You see, the more you disown part of yourself, the more that part of you will continue to show its head. It'll rear its ugly head until you learn the lessons that it's meant to teach you. Practice acceptance. I think sometimes if we can embrace our weaknesses, or at least accept them for what they are, it can actually make us more endearing to others. So I want you to practice looking at yourself in the mirror and really learning to love yourself. Look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself that you're an amazing person. Make sure you celebrate your wins. You know, we can be so hard on ourselves, reminding ourselves of all the things that we need to do or should have done better, that we actually forget to celebrate the wins in our life. Do the things you love. You know, do the things that make your heart sing, the things that nourish your soul. You know, the more time we spend doing the things that are really important to us, the more it fills our love tank. Self-love means investing in all parts of you. It's not just about making your body the perfect body, but it also means nourishing the mind and nurturing the spirit. There's nothing that's quite so damaging, deflating, and downright exhausting as negative thinking. So I'm talking about the inner dialogue, you know, that critic inside that says negative things about you, your world, other people, life in general. So our thinking is determined by our mindsets or our belief systems that we've developed over the years. And sometimes these don't necessarily serve us, and they can cause a lot of pain in our life. So you see, our thoughts and our mindsets actually shape our emotional state. And our emotional state determines the actions and behaviours we engage in, which also then determines the results that we get in life. If you want to live a rich and rewarding life, one that's filled with energy, vitality, health and happiness, then you really need to change that record in your head. It's in doing this that you can really start to transform your life. Have you ever experienced arriving at a destination after driving there and wondering how the heck you got there? You know, it was almost like you're on automatic pilot. Do you find yourself multitasking? Do you find yourself in the situation where you're constantly planning what needs to happen, you know, in the next hour or the next day or the next week? Or maybe you constantly relive past events. Now, in each of these situations, we're practicing mindlessness, where there's an absence of being grounded in the present moment, and we rob ourselves of experiencing the joy and the wonder of living minute to minute. In the end, this can end up causing dissatisfaction in life. We can end up becoming burnt out, tired, exhausted, and physically and mentally unwell. So the key to all of this is to practice mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is the process of applying focused attention to a task at hand. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're driving or eating or playing with your kids. You can definitely practice mindfulness. So, when you're driving, really being in the driving moment rather than tuning out to a radio talkback show that's playing. So instead, you're consciously aware of what's happening around you. You're in the moment. And when you're eating a meal, instead of sitting on the couch and watching TV and mindlessly shoving food into your mouth and potentially overeating, if you practice mindfulness, you really enjoy the sight of the meal on your plate, the smells, the taste, the texture of the food. It creates a really rich experience. There's so many physical, mental and emotional benefits to being mindful. So it can reduce stress and anxiety. It can help with depression. It improves sleep quality. You can better manage pain. It's great if you want to break some addictive patterns and habits. It's good for obsessive compulsive tendencies. And it can just generally help you feel happier and more engaged in life because you're really living life as opposed to just vaguing out and going along with emotions. We've all heard vegetables are good for us, but I'm specifically talking about non-starchy vegetables and green leafy vegetables. These vegetables are so great for us. They are filled with fibre, so they're going to keep us fuller for longer. We'll be satiated and not looking for treats elsewhere. They're packed with vitamins and minerals. They're so nutrient dense. So this is really, really important because it builds our energy levels. It works from a cellular level inside of the body, building our blood, our bones, our tissues. So really important for cleansing the body as well. They are filled with antioxidants that can help prevent a whole heap of chronic and degenerative disease like cancer, blood pressure, stroke. They can help with our eyesight, help with anti-aging, and we all want a little bit of that as well. So this is an absolute surefire way of getting you feeling fantastic. You know, you'll lose weight, undoubtedly. Your skin will start to glow. You'll get heaps of energy. You'll get mental clarity as well. And this tip is about introducing green smoothies into your diet. So I'm talking about smoothies that are made on vegetables or based on vegetables. There's so many benefits. So basically you're getting a whole heap of vegetables and you're putting it into a blender with some other ingredients, blending it up. So you've got these massive doses of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that you're consuming into your body. They're partially digested, making it easier for your digestive system to assimilate, absorb, and just take all that nutrient in. So we've all heard it before. Exercise is good for us. It'll really help with your well-being physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. Exercise is going to boost your metabolism, which means you'll lose weight. It helps you gain lean muscle and it burns calories. So it's an excellent way of helping you shed those kilos in the first instance, but also maintaining weight loss. Exercise releases a whole heap of endorphins. So after we've exercised, our mood's elevated, we feel great. It can also reduce the impact of pain. It's fantastic for reducing stress, tension, anxiety, and depression. And it also helps protect against a number of chronic diseases like cardiovascular issues, blood pressure, cholesterol, arteriosclerosis, but also cancer as well. There's so many studies that support that. So if you want to get more energy, if you want to lose that weight and look great, then I really recommend that you start exercising. So there's my top 6 tips for how you can be the healthiest, happiest, and most vibrant version of you. Practice them for a month and I guarantee you'll be feeling fantastic. Now, if you want a bit more information on how you can live the healthiest, happiest, and most vibrant life, take this opportunity and click on the button below and schedule in a free 15-minute chat. I'll talk you through a strategy for how you can maximize results depending on your specific needs.